when we got married, we were looking forward to spending the rest of our life together. And we decided that we were going to live till we were 93. And so we
promised we would live till we were 93.
Yeah. And then COVID hit.
So when I met Russ, January 30th, 2020, I just knew, but I had to act.
We met at where Janna works, at Miracle Ear. I was going in to get my hearing aids checked, and she was working that day, and we met that day, and it was quick.
On our wedding day, I felt the happiest I had been in years and years. And it was freezing cold, but we didn't even care. It was snowing on us, so we didn't care.
We were looking forward to being happy and together, and we still are.
We are. February 20th, 2021, we went to Meijer's grocery shopping. And on the way out, Russ's back started hurting. We were happy, laughing at a grocery cart full of food, and we were on our way home, and he thought, my back really hurts. That was a Saturday. By Monday, I knew something was wrong, and I went to my doctor and got a COVID test. And he got tested, and he had it too.
8 days later, we both went to the emergency room because our daughter Jessica told us we better go in. So a good thing we did. Janna was able to come back home that night, and I was admitted and was in ICU for 17 days.
When I left that day, we didn't see each other again for 17 days when he got to come home. That 17 days, which I thought was going to end when he came home, was horrible.
My second hospital stay was 16 days, and both were in ICU the whole time. The second hospital stay for me was worse than the first one, because I didn't think I would leave there. Because that's what they were telling me. And I couldn't leave her, the kids. So I just decided I was fighting hard, and they were fighting hard for me.
The palliative care department called me and said, I need you to come in, we need to talk to you. And I want you to know that Russ is really struggling and he's not going to make it.
I could feel I was going downhill. I didn't have no more energy, but I was still fighting for it. Everything they told me to do, I did. They told me to sleep on my belly. I'd sleep on my belly so I could breathe better and easier. But the numbers kept going up and up and up.
One of the doctors said, we're kind of at the end of our line, and you're not going to make it, and there's nothing further we can do. And you could tell he was like sleep deprived, and he was like, there's nothing further we can do. We need to get you on the vent. And I said, wait just a minute. What about a lung transplant or getting him to another hospital? There's got to be something we can do. And he's like, oh, out of 100 people I've seen, 5 maybe in my whole career have been transferred to U of M. So I called Russ and I said, honey, I need you to promise me one thing. And he said, okay, anything. And I said, when they come in and they tell you it's time to go on the ventilator, you gotta say no. Give me time to figure something else out. Do not go on that ventilator. And he said, okay. And that's why he's alive today.
So we finally got to U of M hospital, and they told me I had to be able to pass some tests to even qualify for them to look at me to see if I was a candidate for a lung transplant. So I had to walk 450 feet in so many minutes. And the first time that I did it, I might have went 75 feet. So they let me try again a week later, and I went like 100 feet. And then so I have one more chance to try to get into this program, and I was able to just bring the fight up out of my gut. And I did the whole thing in the time limit. And Janna was right there, and a couple of our friends, and they were pushing me to go all the way, and I did it.
That's right. I love that.
That was a big celebration, but the scare was lung transplant recipients have to wait a really long time sometimes to get their match. And Russ was so very sick that they knew he didn't have a lot of time. So the first call we got for a donor was 15 hours after he was approved. And they said it could take a long time. But then unfortunately, those lungs didn't work out for him.
And we still had lots of hope at that point, especially from where we were a month earlier. We found out we was going to get a match 2 days after the first set of lungs came in, and the doctor walked in and said, "We got a match."
What else do you want to know, Mr. Stoddard?
Everything went good with the surgery.
Everything went great with the surgery.
Honey,
Oh, yeah, it is
say
on
hi to your 4 kids.
Well, honey,
Say hi to your 4 kids.
hi girls. I love you all. I'm doing good.
So I woke up from surgery, and Janna was there, and I just took a deep breath. I didn't have oxygen on, so I haven't wore oxygen since, and I just felt good.
I'm going home.
For Russ to be here today breathing means everything. We would live, and I've said this, in a cardboard box if we had to. We didn't have this in our plan. We have sold a truck, we've sold a camper. We're freaking out about how we're gonna do this financially.
We have one prescription, just one prescription a month. 2 pills a day cost me $2,500.
$26.50.
$26.50. And hope that politicians can work together and get that problem solved, because I know a lot of people that deal with the cost of medications. I respect President Biden, though I don't agree with everything that he stands for or what any politician stands for. But if it takes the politicians to improve our hospital care and make it possible for everybody to get the same care that I got, I'll stand with whoever needs to be stood with.
It means everything to me that the Democrats and the Republicans and the president are going to give this funding to the hospitals to help save lives.